What's up, guys? It's Jamie. Was that a cool thing? You're in my medicine cabinet. If you watched Ava's first vlog that she did by herself, she started it in her robe, and I have the same one because, you know, sisters get the same presents, but I like it. Anyways, I don't know what this video is going to be. Well, I know what I'm doing today. I don't know if I'm actually... If you see this, then enough interesting stuff happened, so I'll leave it at that. But today, I am going to see MJ the musical with my grandma, and I'm very excited about it. We went last week, on last Sunday, and we saw Dracula, A Comedy of Terrors. And it was just like an hour-and-a-half show, because in Denver there's the Buell Theater, and that's like the bigger one, and then like across the street, I can't remember the name of it, but it's across the street and it's just like a smaller one, so we've seen a few there. I don't know if I'm gonna film, that's the whole reason, but I thought that I'd start it off here, maybe just do a little quick chat-a-rooney. Again, this just might not be interesting, but also I thought it'd be fun to do like face care, makeup like Ava did, because then we can see like the difference between what we do, you know? We do it in the same robe, but what do we do? Anyways, okay, so I've already washed my face because I got out of the shower, or as I just got out of the shower, and then I used the CeraVe.
Like a CeraVe normal ass cleanser, or I'll use like a pore shrinking cleanser.
That's their new slogan. CeraVe, normal ass cleanser.
And then so I did that in the shower really quick, and then I'm gonna use, I have two toners that I use. I have the e.l.f. one, Holy Hydration Keep Your Balance toner, and then I also, this is the one I've used like a lot of, is just like the Thayer's facial toner, which is just witch hazel, and then it has like aloe. I don't know. So I don't know. I kind of don't really know how to do face care stuff. I kind of just like throw stuff on my face and just hope for the best. I did the e.l.f. one. I don't know. Also, just like trying to find stuff that works for my face is hard because I don't know what my face needs. I know it needs hydration because I know it's dry. Like we've seen in like most recent videos, I'm having breakouts on my freaking chin all the freaking time, but it's okay. So I did that, and then I've been doing like really basic stuff in the morning just because I don't know. I just don't want to put too much stuff on my face, so I'm just slowly figuring out what works. But I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm gonna do some under eye cream. And I got this, I never know how to say that, Yerba Mate, is that right? Wake Up Eye Gel, and it's from Good Molecules. I had an Ulta gift card, and so I just went and did that. So again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but do CeraVe.
Normal ass cleanser.
But just the 30 SPF, and that's all I've been doing lately on my face because, ew, my lips are dry. Oh god, sorry you guys had to see that. I didn't even notice. It's been so dry and hot, dude. Oh my gosh, it's been miserable. First off, I do my Maybelline Long Lasting Gel Eyeliner. And I used to, we all remember the blocky eyebrows of the past. Some people, like, they weren't great, a lot of them. Some people, like, made it look nice because they did, hi Ponyo, because they did, like, a nice, like, fade, I guess, where it was, like, hi baby, she's just staring at me, where it was, like, light in the front, you know, and then big and blocky. I didn't know how to do that in high school, okay? And I probably didn't take the time to figure it out. I took this stuff that I am using right now, that is gel liner, which I found out recently. I've always thought I've been using eyebrow stuff. Also, this liner is not going well. me talking about how I used to be really bad at makeup in high school and now me not being able to do it. So if I am brave enough, I'll put a picture of what my eyebrows used to look like. But I just caked this stuff on and it looks like I just took a giant Sharpie to my brows and just like caked it, or just took a giant Sharpie, the jumbo Sharpies, and just swiped that right across my eyebrows. It was a dark time for sure. I think that's good. Sorry, I had to go silent for a minute to do it. They're definitely sisters. But anyways, so yeah, enough people are telling you like, girl, your eyebrows are thick, and you're kind of like, damn, are they right, you know? So Ava will be mad to know that she's probably like, I told you that they were bad. And one of my friends from high school, on my 18th birthday, there's like a video on Snapchat that I have of me just like so excited. I did like my makeup all cute, and I had the thick eyebrows, right? And in the video, the eyeliner and then like the eyeshadow look that I did, very cute, very me. That was not the problem. And the problem was that I'm like sitting there like doing the video and everything, like raising my eyebrows, woo, woo, like I'm so cute. And then my friend, it was at my birthday party, and in the background she goes, why do your eyebrows look like strips of bacon right now? And I was laughing in the video, and as I was not offended. And also I'm going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer in the shade 115. I've been using this shit for ages. Love it. Anyways, so yeah, I was not offended at all that she said that my eyebrows look like strips of bacon, because in that video I said, oh my god, why do they? And I think that that was my moment where I was like, oh my god, like all these people that have been telling me like, girl, your eyebrows, they've all been right. And I think that moment I came to realize, like, put the whatever this shit is, the gel liner down, and like, you don't need to be using a giant Sharpie and rubbing it across your eyes, you know? So shout out to her for really doing that. And again, like, shout out to my mom for trying, and my aunt and Ava, of course. But we were so locked in on those eyebrows, like we were obsessed with them, that there was no stopping us until it got bad. I honestly don't remember why I stopped doing them, but thank God that I did. Anyways, that's my story about my terrible eyebrows. I finally finished my eyeliner again. Had to go off screen and do my eyeliner. Now, this is my favorite thing, blush. I've also had blush blindness before, and I may or may not still have it. That's up for debate. But Ava got this for me for Christmas. It's the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Joy. I might have blush blindness, but I love blush. I don't know, it just, with my freckles, it just, I don't know, it's so cute. Oh god. The first time that I ever used this though, I just like fully just like took it out, put it out on, and I was like, oh shit, like that just really, it's very pigmented, which is good. So I only do a tiny bit. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. So I do that, and then I go in for my eyebrows. I know my brushes are disgusting, okay? I know that if this gets posted, I'm gonna be judged for how gross my eyebrow pencil is, but, or all my brushes, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. I know that it's gross, and I know it's a problem, and I will wash them eventually. Maybe if I get shamed enough, I'll do it. Okay, and then I go in with, from my personal vlog that I posted, I got the Brow Tamer from Pixie, which, it's fine. It's not like, it's kind of nice because it doesn't like get crusty, it just like, yeah, tames them, I guess. But I feel like sometimes then it doesn't keep the shape. And while those are drying, I'm gonna curl my lashes, which this eyelash curler has been with me since middle school. Again, I know. And then I use the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational in the blackest black. Okay, mascara is done. Again, did it off camera. Anyways, okay, so now the eyebrows are like dry-ish. So now I go in with this. I still use it for my eyebrows, I know. But now I'm very careful with it, so I'll show you in a minute. So there's the first one. So I just fill it in very lightly on the end. Sorry, I just gotta look at myself while I'm doing this. See? So they're filled in, but they're not freaking crazy. I've learned. I don't do anything on the front, just the end, and then blend it into like where the hair is darker. And that's it. That's it. Okay, so now, this usually goes faster, but because I'm yapping, it's taking a bit longer. Now I go in with the, I don't even know what, because it's broken. Revolution Highlighter Reloaded Dare to Divulge. Sure. And then put a little of that. I love highlighter and I love blush. Those are like definitely like my favorite things of makeup. Okay, I gotta check on the time again because I feel like I'm going so slow. But that's it. That's what I do. Do I set it with anything? No. Should I? Maybe. I don't know. Let me go check the time. Yikes. Okay. It's 10:17, so I have 13 minutes. I'm gonna take down my hair, brush it. It's gonna have to air dry. It's fine. And then I'm gonna put together an outfit and I'll show you it. New angle for the vlog. Ignore how messy everything looks right now, but my grandma's gonna be here soon. And so I'm gonna do a quick fit check. Okay, so I just have this. It's a very basic outfit, but I went fast. But it's just like a crop that I've had forever, from Forever 21, I think. And then I have, you can't even like see my outfit. Anyways, I have like this, can you hear me from all the way over here? It's like a, let me get you down so you can see. That's fine. And then like this, like, what are these dress or kind of skirts called? I don't know, but it's a black dress, skirt that I don't remember where it's from, probably Forever 21 as well. And then I have my low Doc Martens, and then I didn't know a bag, and I have this bag from Target from forever ago, and I haven't used it in a long time. I have this purse that from Target that I haven't used in like forever, so I'm gonna use that today. I gotta put some stuff in it. Like I haven't used it in so long, so I was like looking at what's in it. There was Bonine in it, you know, gotta get that for the motion sickness. I was like, oh great, an empty pack of gum. No, the gum has just like fallen out and is like in here. Some kind of medication, don't know what that is for. I think there's maybe 2 tissues in this, a tampon, a gift card that may or may not still have stuff on it, a few necklaces. Let's see, what else do I have in this bad boy? Oh yeah, these are good. I have a Dan and Phil Interactive Introverts pin. Maybe I should wear that today for my outfit. And then I have a Bob Ross, we don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. So we got a really good stuff in here. So I'm gonna put a few other things. I think Ponyo, like, there's little Ponyo scratches on it. Oh, Ponyo, do you wanna be on the vlog? She's coming. Come here, my baby. You want to be in the vlog? Oh, she's a big girl. Oh, there you are. There's my baby. She's a big girl. She's on a weight loss journey, aren't you? She is the best little girl in the whole world. That's just me and my baby. Okay, she wants down. But anyways, all right, well, hopefully I see you later today. Lunch, show, coffee, that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Sometimes it's better.
Pencil sharpener on the bottom of your crayon. Wanna get Okay, we got a what was it? Teddy bear brew, and then Grandma got a coconut vanilla matcha. And we just saw Michael Jackson. And I have a story time for later. I just started filming this and I just realized as I hit start that it looks like I'm about to do an apology video. Guys, I know it's really soon after Ava and I have started the channel, but I already need to apologize about something that I did, and so I'm gonna humbly sit on my floor and film, and I should have taken my makeup off so you know that this was really in the moment, that I just took the time to do this. No, I have a freaking story time though. So I didn't film much because I, was at the show for a majority of it. But I have a story time about the freaking show. So we went and saw MJ the musical, which, my thing is kind of messed up as my hands are sweaty. MJ the musical, which was incredible. Like, oh my god. Now I gotta go see the movie. Love Michael Jackson, dude, actually, like, it was so good. And I kept forgetting that, like, Michael Jackson wasn't on stage. Like, that was an actor. That's how good it was. Anyways, it was incredible. I'm gonna start with that because that show was amazing and I could go on forever about it. But I have a quick story time about something that happened. So me and my grandma were sitting in our spots, and then, like, it was during, like, the first part of, like, just the show was just kind of starting, and we all had to stand up because these two women were walking past us. They came a little bit late, and so they sat by my grandma, and I was like, whatever, it's fine, they're gonna be fine. Okay. Okay, so there were me and my grandma, and then there was another woman, and then there was another woman next to, so it was like my grandma, one person, and then another person, okay? And those were the two people that came a little bit later. One of these women, during one of the songs, and it was like one of, like, Michael Jackson's, like, huge songs, which almost all of these were his biggest hits. I would say all of them. She fucking, you know how they, at the shows, if you've never been to a show, they say no phones, like, turn them off, no photos or videos, like, strictly prohibited. And I can't remember. I feel like they were there for that part, but maybe they weren't. Who knows? Maybe this is the first show they've ever been to. But they, this woman that's one away from my grandma pulls out her phone and starts recording one of the songs. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay, whatever. That's really annoying, but it's fine. And then I'm like 4 away from the aisle, and I see the usher come, and by the time he came over, she was done filming. She got her clip. And he's like looking, trying to figure out who it was. And I was like, it's fine. Okay. And then the Jackson 5 come on stage, and they're singing ABC, 1, 2, 3. You know that song. I don't want to get copyrighted. And she pulls out her phone again to film. And I was like, what the hell? And out of the corner of my eye, I see my grandma go and shake her head. And, like, the woman next to her that came with her didn't say anything. I was like, what the hell? And then she starts filming a little bit later. She starts filming another song. And I was like,
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
She filmed like 4 times in the first act. And I was like, I'm not getting up to, in my head, I was like, should I get up and go get an usher? But I was like, no, because I don't want that to ruin my experience. Like, that I'm getting up and then, and I don't want to ruin the other people's experience and me walking in front of whatever. So I was like, it'll be fine. Maybe I'll get the courage to do it in the intermission, because I am not the type, I'm not a Karen, okay? I'm not a Karen. I am literally not the type to ever say anything ever. I'll just deal with it. but I just couldn't. I don't know why. It's like concert etiquette, theater etiquette. Those are my things where I'm like, be fucking respectful. Anyways, so intermission comes and my grandma looks at me. She's like, what the hell? And I was like, I know. I was like, I feel like I have to say something. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. So she's going to the bathroom and I'm like, should I go say something? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be a fucking Karen. And the two ladies had left to go to the bathroom too. And so I didn't say anything to them. I go up and should that be behind me while I do my story time? And while I'm like, I'm just gonna go do it. So I go up to the top and there's these two older ushers where I'm like, okay, the older generation, I know how to talk to older people. And like people my age, I'm scared. But little kids and then the elderly, I wouldn't, that's rude to say about these people. They are not elderly, but they were older. And I see the guy like going like this and I was like, okay, so they know about it. I was like, hi, excuse me. I was like, I don't want to be like all snooty and stuff, but there was someone filming in our row and they were talking. That was the other thing. They kept whispering to each other and like talking and stuff. And like sometimes it was more than just whispering, it was like talking. And I was like, and I don't want to, I was like, I'm not the type to like complain, but like I just want to like make you guys aware. And they're like, oh, we were just talking about that and everything. We're like, and I was like, okay. I told them that I was like, I mean, I understand like this show is incredible, and I was like, but just, you know, we're all trying to watch it. And the lady like smiles at me and she's like, no, she was like, and it's gonna get even better, like this, it's gonna continue to get amazing, whatever. And they were like, oh, thank you so much. And they were like, so row X, I think it was. And I said, yes, X23. And the lady laughs and she goes, oh, you know her seat. And I said, yeah, I looked. And she was like, no, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like, thank you. And I was like, no, I appreciate you guys. So I go back down to my seat or whatever. The male usher comes and he's like looking, he's like, oh, they're not here. And I said, no, they went to the bathroom. And he was like, okay, I'll come back. And then the guy in the row behind me, he goes, oh, you told them about her? And like, not in a mean way. He was like, oh, you told them about her? And I said, yes, sir, I did. And he was like, okay. He was like, good. He was like, the man next to him tapped her on the shoulder and told her to stop. And I was like, oh, okay, good. And he was like, it's so weird, like, that sometimes our society can be so polite like that where we won't say anything to them. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's so hard, like such an awkward, weird situation sometimes. He was like, yeah, for sure. And I'm like, I also don't want to start an argument during this show. So that's why I was like, whatever. And so then the guy comes back, he's still waiting, just the usher comes back looking and everything, and then it's getting close to the time, and the woman that I talked to comes by our row and has her sign up that says no, it has the one that says like the big red X with the no filming and stuff. And she's like holding it, and she looks at me and she goes, and I smile at her. And then the two people start walking down and she looks up at them and I look up at them and she looks at me and she goes, and I said, and she goes, no phones, no phones. And then the usher is behind, the male usher is behind me waiting for them. And so the two ladies come and sit down and everything. And he's like, excuse me, like we need to have a talk. Like we do, like he's being respectful. We do not film during the shows. She's like, I know, I didn't know that. I stopped. And she's like interrupting him as he's trying to like explain. And she's like, I didn't know. I stopped when I was told to stop. And I don't know when the man told her to stop, but the man who tapped her on the shoulder. And she was like, I didn't know. Like interrupting him and being so rude. I was like, thank God I didn't say anything. And he was like, okay. Well, we just can't do it. You just can't do that. And she's like, I didn't know. It's like, that's such BS. You didn't know that you're not supposed to film these shows. Like, no one else has their phones out. No one else. And he goes, and as he's walking away, he goes, oh, and no talking either. I love how petty everyone was being in this situation. It was like perfect. And she goes, oh, talking. And then like, I kind of make eye contact with her and I go, but I will tell you, the rest of the show, they did not talk. They did not film. Except there was a phone ringing at some point after, like in the second act. And I was like, God damn, it's probably that fucking woman. Sorry. It's probably that woman. That's probably her phone ringing. But yeah, anyways, it ended up being fine, and the show was amazing. And again, I understand, like, this is incredible. These people are amazing. It feels like we're at a Michael Jackson concert right now. That's how good it was. But you don't film during a musical theater performance. And this woman, it's like, if I did something and didn't know that I wasn't supposed to do something, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I was told and I will not do it again. But she was so rude. Anyways, so that was fine. It didn't ruin the performance at all. Like, I can't even tell you how incredible these people were. It was insane. So that's the vlog for today. Sorry if it's basically me just yapping. But it was fun. I had a great time. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, but I do want you to see Ponyo one last time. Say bye, Ponyo. She said bye to you guys. All right, well, that's it for me and MJ and Ponyo. Peace up, A-Town. Bam, 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 bam.